here's how bad I knew it was. I hadn't watched the game yet. And I look at my phone and I got 5 different text messages, including 2 or 3 back and forth between Jesse and Steve. And again, this is like 5 minutes in, and Jesse goes, "Dear God, Mrazek." And Steve, you said something to the effect of what you tweeted later on last night, which is pull him and never let him see the ice again.
Yes.
Now, is it actually that bad when it comes to Peter Mrazek?
No, that's something that you tweet in anger. But here's what I know.
Okay.
You know, we've had a lot of conversations recently that pertain to the moments, right?
Mm-hmm.
Matthews, better than McDavid.
Yep.
In this moment.
Sure.
In general, but in this moment, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know 2 things for sure. Peter Mrazek is an NHL goalie. That's number 1.
Yep.
Number 2 is no, he's not. So
His contract says he is.
his contract says he is, and his resume says he is. Like, okay, he had abnormally good numbers last year because Carolina. I mean, one thing we can say with certainty, because of all the goalies that have gone through that team over the last couple of years, they make a goalie's life easier. Do they ever? Like, I'm not taking anything away from Freddie, but
Yeah.
Mrazek and Nedeljkovic were amazing, and both those goalies on different teams stink. They were that was some Biggie versus Tupac shit last night between Mrazek and Nedeljkovic. That was Mrazek just decided to not be in his net at all. And
What do we say about
Nedeljkovic,
goaltenders?
10 the goal.
Mhm.
10 the goddamn. He doesn't know where the net is. And so that's what I've been saying. I highly doubt Mrazek gives a damn what I have to say. But other people are talking about his foot placement. One foot is clearly way ahead of the other.
Yeah, his right foot is always ahead of his left foot.
And supposedly he's already done that. But his fundamentals are so poor at the moment that you look at his career and you're like, how have you played? Like, how many games has Mrazek played in the
I will look
NHL?
that up for you.
Please
you keep
do.
going.
Because it's impossible. It's impossible he's played that many games.
291 games,
I don't believe you.
which is for a goalie. That's like 500 games for a player is like 250 for a goalie, right? It's
Yeah,
'cause-
like there's a
Starting
real
60 a season or something if you're a starter.
yeah.
there's a real good chance he's going to hit 300 games this season. Most goalies don't. Most goalies don't hit 300 games. That's a shitload of games.
Yep.
If Shalgren hits 300 games, that's amazing, Kyle. Great job signing that European free agent who played 300 games for you. So we know he's better than this. The jury's out on, is he good? You know, is he league average? Perhaps just a couple ticks below. Yeah, maybe.
Let me run you through his save percentage since 12-13 when he started. First season 9.22. Second season 9.27.
Hey,
And this is when the Red Wings started to be shitty and after the lockout. And this is Babs last year, 9.18. Babs' first year with the Leafs, so 9.21 East Red Wings. And then falls to a 9.01, but the Red Wings are garbage in 16-17.
right.
And he kind of rebounds the next year, 9.10.
Hey,
And then with the Flyers, when he gets traded halfway through the season, it's an 8.91. So it's a
Oh.
9.10 with an 8.91. Probably around 9.02 he finished. 18-19, Carolina, 9.14. 19-20, Carolina, 9.05.
Hey.
Last season in Carolina, only 12 games, but a 9.23.
yeah, like he's not.
He's not this bad.
What is he right now?
8.84.
884. Read his record.
His record is 10-5.
Where does
The Leafs are
884
unreal.
Where do you think 884 ranks among all goaltenders who have made at least 15 starts?
At least 15. It has to be.
It's got to be bottom 5, but like a couple of the Devils goaltenders have to be in there, right?
Yeah,
They're just bad.
They've had some unusual names start a lot of games, and Nedeljkovic has been so bad.
Man, that goal last night, where he's trying to clear it with the back end of the paddle and clears it right into his own net.
The goalie own goal.
Oh my God.
Ned accomplished.
I think. I'm gonna say last.
An 884 save percentage on the season is dead last among netminders who have appeared in at least 15 games.
So
He's the worst goalie in the National Hockey League right now this entire season.
And
by save percentage.
I don't think him and the Leafs are a wonderful match. Like, their styles do not gel at all. That's a failure of scouting. But it's also between the ears. I think it was Friedge pointed out in the broadcast last night. There was like an easy catch that he just fumbled, and that dictated the entire rest of the game. And now Sheldon Keefe is faced with, okay, so for the next 2 weeks, I don't have my starter. The next game is outdoor at a football stadium. Do I start this guy who has had bad games before? He'll be fine. But he's also really fragile right now. Or do I give Eric Källgren his first ever?
In front of like 40,000 people outside.
Yeah. And Sheldon Keefe slipped up after the game. And surprisingly, it wasn't against the refs. He said he wanted to pull Mrazek after the second goal.
Yeah.
And the only reason he didn't is because he didn't want to put Källgren in that position, which means Mrazek was that bad.
He saw it. He saw it after that second goal. The second goal, which was ridiculous. Like, how slow can that puck be going and it's still trickles into the net?
Was
like, somebody's got to step on the puck. Like,
everyone gets one, right? First goal, trash. Everyone gets one. You know, not everyone gets two, and they especially don't get two in the opening 5 minutes.
Two things worry me about this. Because as fans, you know, you never hear players turning on their goalie. You never hear coaches really turning on their goalie, right? You hear rumors of it, but you don't hear it. Right. A couple of things that worried me last night. Keefe's post-game comments where he basically did everything he could not to say Peter Mrazek blew it. Because they were talking about, hey, this is his first chance to really grab the crease, right?
This is very obviously a mandate, too, with the team.
Yeah.
To speak positively.
Yeah, don't blame guys in the media.
Yeah.
Then the Toronto media is just going to jump on that.
He slipped up.
And they're right.
And he doubled down. He's like, the goalie didn't give us a chance to win. Like, he said it without saying it.
Yeah, he said it was really tough.
Yeah.
It
was tough for the guys.
It was really tough.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that got me. I believe it was the second goal, Wayne Simmons gets he got a close up, and you see him say, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Really?
You actually can see it. The video is floating around online.
Oh boy, I need to see this.
Well, hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
I'm gonna yard sale the whole show.
All right, so my two co-hosts are on their phones. I'll be taking over.
No,
I'm doing half an hour on Pokemon.
No, you gotta have me for that. You gotta have me for that.
So, you know, that was there was I forget who had it, but somebody had it in one of those like GIF replays, and you could see Wayne Simmons say it like while he looks up. Now,
were him and Mrazek teammates in
Philly?
I think they might have briefly been.
Maybe. But that to me is kind of scary. And that's why I tweeted last night, you have to wonder if this changes the Leafs trade deadline plans. Remember, they were only going to get one player, and it was going to be defense. But if you've got Wayne Simmons saying, you got to be fucking kidding me, that seems to me like a team that's not going to play like itself in front of their goaltender because they don't trust their goaltender.
Well, who's the guy?
What about it?
The list is Marc-Andre Fleury, who's probably not going to come. Braden Holtby, if you want to go that route, or the guy Ottawa shouldn't trade, Anton Forsberg, because he's on fire and has an unbelievable season. He's only 29.
That's the guy.
But why would they ever trade him?
Because they are dumb.
Is going to have to put on like a Hamburglar mask for that heist.
Yeah.
And there's a very outside chance of Jarro Halak getting out of Vancouver, but I really don't think so. But like, you want someone like, you know who would be adequate? Someone with the career numbers of Peter Mrazek.
Yeah.
Like,
that's why
100%.
Holtby's an answer, I guess, but he's not really. That's why I'm like, okay, Dubas has got to do something, but who?
And let's speak in context here, right?
Is
the Leafs
Carter
are a
Hutton
point behind.
healthy?
He's okay.
The Leafs are a point behind.
No, he's not, but what?
We're talking about the goalies.
I know, and I was trying to give context to that.
What?
The Leafs are a point behind the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Who play the Oilers tonight? Big game.
Yeah.
Or Saturday.
They are 6 points behind Florida. Catchable.
Yep. Where's the Bruins?
Bruins, 75 points. Leafs have 79 points. They've played the same amount of games.
They're 2 games away from
playing
awesomeness or disaster. Yeah. Welcome to the Toronto Maple Leafs experience.
Let me ask you this. Now, listen, they have to figure this out. I don't doubt. Not for a minute do I doubt that.
That's so not fair.
But let's say Boston and Tampa had to beat the crap out of each other in the first round, and we had to play Florida.
Good. Oh, I would love that.
That would be preferable, wouldn't it? To playing Boston or Tampa?
In terms of stylistic matchups, I think that's probably what's best for the Leafs. There are no good options. Someone tweeted me yesterday, 8 of the top 10 teams in the league are in the East. Like,
Really? I'm going to look at that up.
why?
Well, it's just it's the way it is. One.
Yeah,
So-
it'd be Colorado and Calgary, the only other two who aren't.
If it sounds like Leaf
3
fans,
of the top 10.
3, okay, so it updated after last night. If it sounds like Leaf fans are being really hard on the team, dude, that's the standard they're being held to. They're listen, despite everything, they're among the elites.
Mhm.
So there's an elite expectation, or there's an elite benchmark.
Yep.
Where for the better part of the last 2 or 3 months, their first round opponent has been the back-to-back reigning Stanley Cup champions. That's the benchmark. And right now we're talking about, do we play Mrazek or a
Right.
rookie?
They put up an interesting graphic on the game last night because knowing where the Leafs are in the standings, like imagine if they had competent goaltending. The graphic they put up was their save percentage by month throughout the season.
We've seen them with
It's-
competent goaltending. They didn't lose.
October 893, November 953. They're unbelievable in November.
They won 14 of 16.
The rest of the season, 893, 890, 889, 848. They haven't had 900 save percentage outside of 1 month this entire season. And look where they are in the standings. Imagine if they had a decent goalie.
How much better would their defense look if they had a goalie who had a higher than 900 save percentage?
Like,
They're
would we
they're
need to be?
still 5th in the league.
You need a
do
handful of
you
saves.
need to get a good defenseman?
You need a handful of saves. Okay, here. I want to play a fun game.
Do it.
Name. You watched the game.
I did.
You watched the game. Who was the goalie for the Coyotes?
Wedgwood.
Wedgwood, but
Guy.
Adam didn't know.
Guy.
Scott Wedgwood?
Get Scott Wedgwood.
Jeff.
His
Actually.
whole career is journeyman guy.